Should plastic be banned? But why? Aren't we responsible enough to recycle them and reuse them? I don't think so. I don't think all plastic should be banned, because if we do, how are we going to live? Plastic has become an integral and indispensable part of our lives. We have them in our phones, laptops, speakers, clothes, our accessories, and food. I mean the packaging. Obviously, we're not sheep, cow, goats, are we? We can't eliminate plastic in the electric, medical, and the sports industries, just to name some. But we can eliminate them where possible. Horrors of plastic. As we all know, plastic takes thousands of years to disintegrate. Most of it is in our landfills and the open sea. Just look at this graph to see where all your plastic is going. And these circles in the ocean, they are called gyres. Gyres in the ocean are large current movements due to the wind movement and the Coriolis effect. This forms patches of plastic in the ocean. Guess the size of this patch. 10 kilometers? Or 100 kilometers squared, maybe? It's 1.6 million kilometers squared. Or thrice the size of France. And there are 4 more gyres in the entire ocean. What do you call these countries? And how do you expect these to look like? Like this? It's worse. It's like this. You'd say it's perfectly fine. But let's zoom in a little. This is how it looks to the fish. But that fool doesn't know this is not krill or zooplankton. So it would eventually end up higher in the food chain and end up in the fish you eat. It's not just fish, it's birds too. It's the albatross, the auks, the penguins, among the other lives. A recent study shows that there is more plastic than fish, and an average fish has 2 pieces of plastic in it. And most of the plastic waste in these jars is related to packaging. And most is the sum of all the next 3 biggest plastic polluters added together. These are plastic bags, plastic bottles, packaging on groceries, and packaging in deliveries, so on and so forth. So, what are the solutions for these problems? Number 1, instead of using single-use plastics, companies can opt for glass, just like in the past. But everything has a downside. It's heavier. Even better if companies can arrange drink dispensers and you can go and fill it with your own water bottle. And did you know glass can be infinitely recyclable with no loss in its quality? Number 2, single-use plastic bags should be replaced by long-term plastic bags or cloth bags. Companies should reduce packaging where possible, especially plastic. For example, if Amazon is delivering a product to your house in plastic and cardboard, instead it can use a box for a delivery that the delivery person opens in front of you, and you take the product and he takes the box away. And the practicality of this idea can be much better assessed by the company itself. Plastic beads can be mixed with asphalt and tar to make better roads. These roads can last as long as 10 times more than the regular roads. And this decreases our dependence on crude oil too, which further reduces the carbon footprint. And plastic bricks can be made from huge piles of plastic, and these bricks can last longer and they are cheaper. And this solves the problem of the housing of the poor. And what should the government do? Add something called a plastic tax, which taxes all the single-use plastic items, which would disincentivize people from buying single-use plastics. And these plastics could include plastic bottles, plastic bags, plastic sheets, and so on and so forth. And the government should take steps to ban plastic going into the ocean, like ban plastic fishing nets and other plastic equipment that might go into the sea. And what should you and I do? Stop buying plastics that you don't need and plastics that won't last long. Single-use plastic bags can be replaced by long-term plastic bags and cloth bags. And take a water bottle wherever you go. You You just don't know when you might feel thirsty. And none of these ideas are as pleasing and comforting as using single-time plastic. But every time you buy one, make sure this is your last time. And imagine breathing fresh air right where you live and living a healthy life. And not living with the guilt of killing many innocent creatures with no conscience on either sides. It's time that the human race should put planet before convenience to save the world and yourself. Please share your opinions down in the comments below. And that's it for now. Sumedh signing off. Jai Hind.